What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys checking the video out. Over the past few weeks, we've been doing a series called the 2024 Head Hunt. I'm trying to find the broadhead that I'm going to be using for this deer season. We've tried a few broadheads. We've tried some mechanicals. We've tried some fixed blades. I think the only thing we really haven't tried yet is something like a single bevel, like an iron wheel or something like that. And I've actually never even shot any of those types of broadheads, which I've been looking at one, and I may order that, and I'll let you guys know once I get it. I actually opened these up and my wife threw the box away. So I don't have the box, but I got everything that came with it. So these are the 100 grain Grim Reaper razor tips. So you see these razor tips right here on the front of the chisel tip. So these razor blades are a little bit offset from the big blades that open. So when this broadhead comes and hits the animal, once this broadhead, so it opens it up slightly with the razor blades here on the chisel tip, and then once it gets down here, it obviously opens it up further. If you look at this, there's a lot of companies that they've copied Grim Reaper. I don't know if Grim Reaper was the first company to do this, but I know, in my opinion, they've done it the best. I shot a deer with this last year, and I hit it with a crossbow. So this is what got me, going down, buying cameras. I used to just try to go and buy a GoPro. I had a GoPro in my phone, and that's what I was trying to record my hunts with. And if you look at this hunt I'm about to show you, I had a doe walk out in front of me under my stand, and I had a crossbow. It was the Bear, I forget which model it is, but it's a 420 FPS Bear. It's just a cheaper $300 crossbow, but it went through the deer, and there was a rock under it, like an old Civil War rock. It hit that rock, and if I can find it, I'll take a picture of that broadhead. I think I got it hanging up in my room. I'll take a picture of that broadhead and show you, dude. The fact that it was slung out of a crossbow with a crossbow bolt, which them things are heavy, it's like slinging a sword, and it hit that rock. It made me a believer in Grim Reaper. Now, I'll be honest with you, the only thing that has me a little concerned about the Grim Reaper broadhead is just the mass of the broadhead. So this thing is absolutely nuts. All I'm saying is, I'm telling you, this thing is a monster. So, a lot of people have shot Grim Reapers. If you hit an animal with it and it's anywhere around the shoulder, behind the vital V, the animal's going to be leaking and it'll be dead in a few seconds. I mean, they are just, they're just nasty. I know it because I killed a deer with one last year. I want to see how it stacks up. I want to see, I know it's going to shoot good out to 40, but I want to see what it looks like in the gel. And I want to see the deflection is one thing I'm curious about. I'm just curious how it does on the deflection, because I'm pretty sure shooting it through the metal, it's going to do pretty good. But anyway, oh yeah, and it does come with a practice tip that we already have on an arrow, which you guys know, y'all know how I feel about the practice tips. The practice heads are not always the same as the real thing. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get this thing, let's shoot this thing out to 40, see how she does, and then we'll go down our normal testing grounds and see how the Grim Reaper razor tip holds up. 39.6. All right, practice head Grim Reaper razor tip at 40 yards. Here we go. Here we go with the field tip. Actual head. Did I just hit an arrow? You sure I just hit an arrow? So it definitely seems like I'm shooting a little high. Now it is 30. I mean, come on, bro. Man, them things are so nasty. What about that group? Daggone. Okay, here we go. I just think it'd be impossible for it not to open like the Mega Meat. I mean, I think it has to open the way that it's front deploying like that, kind of like a Schwacker. Here we go. Grim Reaper razor tip. Where'd I hit? Did I hit high? I was actually aiming a little lower, but that's okay. It worked good. Look at that, dude. Oh my gosh. That is so nasty. Like, disgusting. I couldn't even get the Mega Meat out, so we just left her in there until we go to recook this block. I mean, look at that, boy. That is a disgusting, disgusting wound channel, dude. Just disgusting. I mean, goodness gracious, boy. That is absolutely nasty. All right, we'll see how far it went. 9.5 inches. Well, right under, just under 9.5. It beat the Mega Meat, and the Mega Meat didn't even deploy all the way. I like the Mega Meat a lot, and I like the design of it. It doesn't seem to mesh with my setup for whatever reason. I've seen people shoot it successfully. They gush blood. I mean, gush. Whew. Wow. That is nuts. So, take her out. Still sharp, bro. Sticky sharp. Still sticky sharp. Wow. I tell you what, there's a reason why these things are so popular, dude. I mean, no joke, man. These things are no joke. I ended up having some issues with my secondary camera the other day. So I actually already shot the Grim Reaper and tested it for deflection. But of course, that camera was messing up. I think it was overheating or something. So we're gonna do it again. Once I shoot it, I'll let you know what happened the other day. But we're gonna go over here. We're gonna test it again. So that's why you see me wearing different clothes, but it's all good. So we're pretty flush with the wood, as you can see. We're like at a 10-15 degree angle. If it goes through and hits the left side target on the other side that you can't really see, then that's good. If it bounces off and hits the purple target, that shows that the Broadhead has deflection. So here we go. So it ended up going through today for some reason. Yesterday, it did not go through. So it looks like it's hit or miss. I mean, we're standing pretty much in the same spot. The wood's turned the exact same. I guess it just depends. And I guess that's a good example of mechanicals in general, because yesterday we're standing pretty much the exact same. It hits, you know, right here, bounces off and goes in. So we could have been one step to the right or to the left. You know, this isn't scientific at all by any means, but it does go to show you that it doesn't take much for variation when it comes to mechanicals. We did actually lose a blade this time. Yesterday we didn't. Yesterday it was completely fine. But yesterday, the day before yesterday when we tested this out, it did not go through, it bounced off, so it could have just hit it a different way. The razor blade broke off this time, so maybe it hit at a different angle, because none of the razor blades broke off the chisel tip the other day. So I guess it just depends on how this this Broadhead hits whatever, you know, whatever bone it's going to hit, you know. But as far as the other blades, I mean, these things there is nothing wrong with this Broadhead besides that one chisel tip missing, and you can buy a kit and fix all that. But it just goes to show that it doesn't take much variation to cause deflection. You know, it may have ended up hitting at just the right angle and catching this blade enough to redirect the Broadhead into the wood instead of smacking and bouncing off and deflecting like it did. Anyway, that's very interesting. I didn't expect that. But anyway, let's shoot this thing into some metal and let's see what happens there. We're still using the same Broadhead, dude. And it ain't loose, it ain't doing nothing. These things are built like tanks, man. Here we go. Let's test the durability. We're gonna shoot it as 2 sheets of metal. It's gotta go through. Grim Reaper, razor tip. Son, I'm telling you, I done shot this thing a bunch. And ain't none of them buried like that. I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't none of them buried like that. That is deep. Let's see what she looks like. I can't even get this thing out. Stupid blue glue. That stuff sucks, bro. I'll never use that again. Man, this thing is caked with blue glue. Look at that. Caked with it. Got it all over it. Just stuff sucks, bro. Look at his head. So, a little bit of, you know, as far as chatter, bro, I'm trying to tell you, dude. All intact. You can shoot this thing again. After all that, it's still sharper than other heads I've tested this year, and I'm not gonna I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna lay off of them. Anyway, I mean, I think the testing says it all. I can replace the blades on this thing, buy one of those kits for $15 or whatever that allows you to fix 3 of these, get this thing ready to take out and hunt with it this season. I mean, for a mechanical broadhead, I don't really think I've only tested, what, two or three? This has been the best so far. It definitely, in my opinion, outshined the G5 Mega Meat. Definitely outshined the Creature. But I love this broadhead. If I was gonna hunt with a mechanical, so far it's this one. It's on the money when you shoot it out to 40. It does, everybody always says flies like a field point. This thing does fly like a field point. We just seen it. So does the practice head. Practice head flies like a field point. If you shoot it into something, the way it's that front deploy, you can just pull it right out. I like that too, because you can keep testing with the same head over and over. Some of us don't like testing with the practice head because it's not the same thing. The fact that this thing penetrated as far as the Mega Meat did, penetrated a 1/4 inch more, and the Mega Meat didn't even open. I mean, that says a lot right there. Durability, amazing durability, in my opinion, to be a mechanical. They are a little pricey, $49.99, but if you're talking about this compared to like iron wheels, they're cheap. It just depends on what you consider pricey. Anyway, amazing broadhead, wound channel in the gel block. I mean, what else? I mean, what else is there to say, honestly? If you guys found this helpful, if you found it informative, if it helps you decide on buying these broadheads or not, please subscribe. Click the bell notifications. Any other time I review broadheads or any of my videos pop up, they'll show up in your feed. Like the video, all that stuff, man. And if there's any manufacturers out there that would like to send their broadhead in and let me test it before the hunting season and give you an honest review, I'd be more than happy to. I love broadheads. I love archery. All my subscribers and viewers, very grateful. I know I say it every video, but I really am. The fact that this channel is even where it is kind of comical and very surprising to me. I had no idea it would even do this well, but really appreciate it. God bless you all. And as always, until next time, thank you so much. Have a good week.